One day ik heb een boetje en hij is
Van die shades. Ja, alle
The saddle, it's the back and the sides. That is basically the biggest part that we can just take off in one piece. And it's also what we use the most for all the products we have here in the shop. And then the wool we get from the neck is also quite a special quality. So at the end of shearing, every alpaca will have 3 different bags of wool. All the bags get weighed, and then we also know exactly how much wool we get from each alpaca. On this farm we get about, say, 2 to 4 kilograms per animal. Here is from the back and the sides, the saddle area. The one in the middle is close to the quality we get from the belly and the legs. And this brown one over here is from a different breed of alpacas, the Suri alpaca, and they have hair instead of wool. It's the only difference between the two breeds. So you can feel it's very, very soft, very silky, very fine. It can also be used for the products, but we don't because it. Then right here on this side, we have a sample of the crias, the baby alpacas. So the babies are the softest they will ever be. Every time an alpaca is sheared, the wool will grow back a bit coarser and thicker. Then in the middle we have mohair, get from Angora goats, and then the normal sheep's wool. So you can kind of feel why we have alpacas. So if you touch your sheep's wool, you can actually feel that oiliness it has. So that is called lanolin oil. Alpacas have a very low amount of that oil in their wool. That is why they have to take their dust baths, because the oil 5 hours to complete 2 scarves or 1 shawl. And then on the big loom right over here, this is where we make the extra large shawls, and it can take my colleague about a day and a half to complete one of these. And then we have our mechanical loom right over there by the window, and that helps us with the blankets, otherwise that would just take forever. Then if we take a quick look over here, you can see all the different patterns and colors that we can weave together. And then one of our multicolor products right here. So there are 12 registered colors of alpacas worldwide, but they come in over 100 different shades. So sometimes it can be a bit difficult pinpointing exactly in which box a certain alpaca should go in. But we can weave or mix different colors together to create our own shades, and then weave those colors together. On this product, by weaving 6 different colors together, you can make 36. And if you guys are ready to see some animals, you can follow me. Yes,
I think that's where you kind of learn it. Oh yeah.
That actually makes a lot of sense. He started doing that right after.
Yeah, I think that's good.
Okay.
That's just
Definitely.
Okay, so in here we have llamas and alpacas. Can anyone point out at least one llama?
Llama.
The one with the flip one.
The one that's not.
So, that guy over there is a llama. His name is Mr. What's his name? And that's also on his birth certificate.
They're the ones that spit, right?
All of them do. All of them do. This guy over here is our one and only Surrey alpaca. That's why he also looks a bit different. So he's got hair instead of wool, and then the rest of them over here are the alpacas. So what's his name over here is technically the baby of the group. He's now only 2 years old, so he's not full grown just yet. But the differences between llamas and alpacas is that the llamas are a lot bigger. They can be about twice the size of the alpacas. Then also if you take a look at his face, it's a bit longer. It looks more like a camel's face. You can also say it looks a bit more like a kangaroo's face.
Yeah.
And then if you take a look at the ears, the llama's ears are longer and more curved. You can say it's almost banana shaped.
Yeah. I see the difference.
And the alpacas have slightly shorter, more spear-shaped ears. And then unfortunately for the llamas, they have not been blessed by the gods with the little hairstyles. But he is losing some of his baby fluff, so he's balding a little bit.
It's like, it sounds like my little.
And then the alpacas also have a very strong herd instinct. You can see they kind of cluster together. The llamas tend to be a bit more independently minded. That's why that guy over there is grazing on his own quite happily. That guy over there is named Dalai Lama. The opportunity has presented itself and we
Yeah. I mean, if you can.
yeah. Okay, let's see if he's not gonna allow him to.
That's where he knows he's the boss.
Just wait another year, then he's gonna start. He's not the biggest one in here anymore.
Yeah, sure.
So both of them can spit. Basically everyone in the camel family can spit. Alpacas can spit about 2 meters far, and the llamas about 4 meters. Yeah. And the wind also isn't in our favor at the moment. But the spitting is a first line of defense. So whenever they feel threatened, they will spit. But it also happens when they are irritated with each other, usually around food. For animals with such a strong herd instinct, they really don't like sharing their food. Oh, come on, dude.
You just see he knows, like it's not
Like,
gonna
just
be
feed me. I don't care about anyone else. I just want to
There you
eat.
go. Here we go.
How do
Oh
you
no,
do
he's
this?
afraid to eat now. Quickly. There you go. And then we also have our new position right back there. Let's go to the store. So that is a male we got on Friday. And he's here to date the 4 female llamas we have in the same enclosure with him. Some farmers actually do take the alpacas to such a point that they take the humans as well. Usually in the more dangerous areas where the farmers have their livestock. So we have 2 breeding seasons every year. First one is always summer to May, so right now. And then the second one is always at the end of the year, from October to December. Can anyone guess how long they'll be pregnant?
Longer?
How long they are pregnant for? Should probably like 5 or 6 months.
8, right?
8 months.
So they are pregnant for 11 and a half.
Less than 2 years.
So technically it was a trick question.
Yeah.
So we do have different females for the 2 different breeding seasons.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And not only do they have to suffer a bit longer than humans do, the babies are also born between 5 and 9 kilograms. And we compare that to other livestock like sheep and cattle. They have a we have some of our babies from this season. Right over here we have our female weanlings. So they have recently been weaned. They are the babies of October to December. So in just a few months, these little ones will be just as big.
They grow quite quickly.
Yeah. In the first initial months, it's quite quick. Yeah, but the one rule we have down here is we do not touch the animals, unfortunately. The babies can get sick very, very quickly. They have quite low immune systems. And the bigger ones have not been trained like the ones in the petting zoo. So even if you approach them with food, they will become too stressed out. So you're more than welcome to follow me down, and then we can actually go inside. Oh, this one's curious. A little bit too curious. It's too curious. The no cuddling rule applies to us as well. It's the hardest part of the job. Okay, so we are going inside this barn first. The first two females, one on the left and one on the right, both of them don't really like to be crowded. So we're just kind of quickly going to walk past them.
That's fine. Sure. No, I was pregnant. I wouldn't like it either. Alright, okay, fair enough.
What is the top?
Not sure. Half and half.
Hi. Where's
Just walk, please.
And just maybe move this way, please. The moms don't like to be crowded. Don't forget to look behind you as well. Some babies over there. Stand over here until she finishes. Is currently bottle feeding one of the babies, just a little supplement to make sure that they get their needed milk for the day. You see the babies are quite active. And they do like to nibble on everything. You can actually take a look over here while baby is drinking. Mom is sniffing the baby. So she's just confirming that it is indeed her child. It's not her child, it's not her problem. She won't let anyone else drink her baby's milk. And then this one's one of my favorites at the moment. This tiny one. Her name is Lily Rose. It's lunchtime, as you can see.
Very important.
Yeah, what about six?
What about second breakfast?
So here on this side we kind of have our oddlings. So all of these females have different ages. Some of them are young, some of them are a bit older. But the main thing that they all have in common is that they have relatively twin weights. Instead of going around all the different camps and looking for that one female, just put all of them together here. We have some more babies over here. And then the females right over there in the back, those are our private pregnants. We have 11 there that still need to give birth, and they can literally give birth at any moment.
sleeping?
Flies it in his eye.
It's a child from a different breed.
Alright, it's a child, not an animal.
so that little one. Okay, so what happens when the alpacas are born, basically as they drop out, the umbilical cord will snap. Sometimes it snaps a bit too close to the belly button. And that is what happens with him. So, because he's so active and likes to run around, especially with all of his new friends, the wound doesn't heal properly. And it does have it's basically a direct line to the bloodstream. So, you can just keep all the germs out of there. And that will also help a lot.
So now as I walk, I'm like, what's wrong with that one?
They have a little one, the white one in the first 10 as well. Those are the older ones. But because he's a white alpaca with a white face, it's so much easier not to mention it. But with him, it's quite difficult.
And I just saw it like by accident. I was like,
Yeah.
well, my mom's a nurse. Me grew up with a lot of vets and nurses.
Yeah.
So I was like,
You spot things, yeah.
I blame my mother.
It's not necessarily a bad thing.
I know, but I never like what it's showing. She's only like, oh, voice in my head. That also makes sense. Even at work, when I watch you with the mother.
Yeah.
It's like this shirt I got friends that live next door on the farm. So they do sheep.
You see, they also like to irritate each other quite often. While that one's trying to sleep, and the other one wants to come and nibble on the ears. You usually do that a lot with mom as well. The mom's trying to relax a bit, so they can't nibble and fight a little hay. They also tend to eat the hay and the straw off of mom as well. While she's just lying down. I think they just want to be naughty. You can see they literally nibble off everything. They're very curious creatures.
Yeah.
You can see that little black one like outside. Anything that looks even a little bit strange, especially the guinea fowl, the hadidas.
One of those ones
no.
that are chasing the dog.
It's interesting to see that some of them, like the baby, is not the same color as them. And some of them is the exact same color. Most of them are.
Frankie.
Yeah.
They don't actually have a lot.
No,
I mean,
it's more.
Like Sheila Jones over there. Just compare her size to the rest of the females in there. She's quite big.
She's quite, yeah. Very
So,
tall as
yeah,
well.
she's a bit taller than the rest of them. She also has a little bit more of an attitude as well.
I can see that. Like, I want to be all up in your face, but don't you dare be in my face.
Exactly. Exactly like that.
I just want some attention, Mom.
Huh?
I just want attention, Mom. Why don't you
Yeah.
give me attention? I'm gonna stand here until you give me attention, Mom.
Also, if she decided she's lying down in a specific spot,
Then that's her.
try as you might. She does not get on if she doesn't want to.
Sweet.
A mother's child. Let you know if anything changes. I don't think so. Yeah.
We were hoping for something exciting today. Yeah.
But you'll see tomorrow now.
Yeah. Well, as soon as you stop coming, then you'll hear next minute on the radio. Oh, that's another way.
It's really beautiful.
We had it in the reserve island, but they had Nyala that they did that work.
really?
As soon as they turned their backs, then they were all
Yeah.
gone. It was actually very funny. So only just get substitutes.
It's usually how it happens.
Tank like wait to see, and as soon as he went to go make coffee or something,
Yeah.
then next minute
It's
he
like,
comes back and
now's
there's a
my
baby
time.
and he's like, but they forget like the Nyala is a very secretive animal.
Yeah.
So if they know you're watching, they know you're watching. They can smell
I think
you.
it's it's also like a protective thing.
Actually, take a quick look at the feet right over here. So they have a very soft padded foot, and then the nails that just cover the top and the front.
Makes sense.
So it's like
Laces.
Yeah.
They do sneeze a lot. As you can see, when they eat, the whole head goes inside.
That one is so beautiful.
Yeah.
And then we have our beautiful grey alpaca right over there. Her name is Roxy. And grey is the rarest colour you can find.
Mm. Do all of them have names?
Some of the babies don't have names yet. They haven't been adopted yet. So we have the naming adoptions, where if you have a name and you choose an alpaca, I think the owners just have to confirm the name. We don't like to use names more than once because all the alpacas are basically on the same.
Weird, odd thing.
Yeah. That's why we have Sheila Jones, because we already had a Sheila.
And you guys sell alpacas as well?
Yes, we do. Yes, we do. So we sell them as pets, and then we also sell them as herd guards. You can also sell them to other alpaca farms if they maybe want to diversify
Yeah.
their bloodlines. No, the eyelashes are to die for.
I think he knows his
Go
You
first.
can actually take a quick look at this one while she's nibbling on the gate like this. So they don't have teeth on the top jaw. You want to take a quick look. See, they literally nibble on anything and everything. So you see on the top, they only have like a hard gum that they use to grind their food.
They're ruminants, eh?
Yes, they are. And that is also when they spit, it's not saliva. It's regurgitated food and stomach acid.
Add a little bit of spice.
Yeah.
Fun times.
You get used to it. Only the first 5 times, it bruises the ego a little bit, but you get used to it. Only the first 5. What we call spit offs. That is where we test if the female has ovulated yet or not. So they are induced ovulators, meaning that the female will only start ovulating after the male has mounted. So it is a bit difficult to artificially inseminate the alpacas. I think it's going to take a long time if we have to simulate what they need. So if the female is put in with a male and she lies down again, it's a very good indication that she's still receptive. She hasn't ovulated yet. But if she starts spitting and kicking, and it's usually violently, then it's a very good indication she is either close to ovulating or has already ovulated. She doesn't need a man anymore, the job's done.
Get away. I don't need you anymore.
Exactly. We've done enough. Then over here we have our 1-year-old boys and our 1.5-year-old boys. His name's Domino. Then over here we have our 1 and 1.5-year-old male. So this is Daniela. This one doesn't have a name because it doesn't belong to us. But She is the sweetest sweetie pie of them all. And this one is my baby. Her name is Callisto Moon.
It reminds me of like a carrot thing. You know, the captain.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's what that reminds me of. With the puff one.
So usually she doesn't approach people. She doesn't like people. But I think she knows I'm her mother. So
Like it's safe. These people
Yeah.
are okay.
this is basically the friendliest group we have on the farm at the moment.
Yeah.
Even the petting zoo boys won't really come into your face.
Yeah.
This one over here also has slightly longer ears than the average alpaca. And you can see her eyes also look a little bit different. Like it's slightly brighter. So I very secretly suspect that she has a little bit of llama in her heritage somewhere.
Somewhere down the line.
And then over here we have Pearl. After the tour, when you guys go into the petting zoo, you will also see her big brother, Cosmo, who looks exactly like her.